Motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother. Dub, what's happening?
What's happening, bruh? We are back for episode number 23.
Hey, 23.
Back here on a Friday night, man. As
Jordan.
always,
Jordan.
we appreciate everybody, tuning in with us on a Friday night or whenever you listening to this. Appreciate you joining for happy hour. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube at the 2 Cent You Call It podcast.
Yes, sir.
Also, we are on all the other platforms for your listening pleasure on Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. Yeah, man.
Get all that shit, Pecky.
All right, so we back for number 23, man.
23.
Housekeeping rules, my brother. What's in your cup?
I am doing cognac and lemonade.
Okay.
So strawberry lemonade, matter of fact. What you drinking over there, man?
Hey, I'm keeping it simple. We straight whiskey. It's I got a vanilla whiskey tonight, so straight vanilla whiskey on the rocks, man.
That's what's up, my brother.
Episode 23 is a little different for us today.
Yeah.
We are recording on the road,
yes,
man.
we are starting our the second city of our 4-city tour.
We on the 4-city tour.
Yeah. So we got your side, then we out here. Then we gonna come to my side, and then we gonna go out to South Oklahoma.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We are recording this episode in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
We are out here. Hey, hump your back. Yeah, we are in Mississippi for a big game, and we'll talk about that a little later. We here for the SWAC championship, so
Boom.
yeah, man. But it was a good road trip today, man.
Yeah, it was, man. I'm sorry I left you for a moment.
Yeah,
I had to check out for a quick
You did.
second.
Let me tell you, X is the most terrible person to decide that you're gonna go on the road trip with if he is tired, because the motherfucker got in the car and it was out of there, and I said, "You raggedy bitch."
Well, I told you that what was gonna happen. And stuff, but it was only for like an hour and stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. Yeah, I mean, my mama was with us, so it was all good. I did have to kind of limit my playlist to make sure that it wasn't no whole bunch of cussing. So
okay.
we was smooth R&B in it.
Well, I couldn't tell because when you got on that phone, it was a whole bunch of cussing going on. I was like, God.
I didn't cuss though, the person on the other end, but he 50, so I wasn't gonna say, hey, stop cussing. He grown as fuck. So yeah, but the road trip was good, man. Made a 6-hour drive in 5.5 with the stop.
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm glad I was within myself, because you be speeding down that motherfucker.
Hey, I like to get where I'm going, and I also
Tokyo drifting.
Let me tell you, if I can't do shit else, I can drive. That's for sure.
You pulled out from the coffee place. Well, what's it, the coffee place? No, the chicken place.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, let me put my seatbelt back on, because this motherfucker about to slang me.
First of all, we left a whole hour later than we were supposed to leave, and I want to add to that it's your fault that we left.
It's not my fault.
It's completely your
really
fault.
Not.
So let me tell y'all, we went out last night, and we gonna talk about why we went out last night. But
you went out last night.
I just
happened to come. Bye.
We was out, and I'm like, as soon as we get done, I'm going to go to the house. Because I hadn't packed or nothing, and I'm like, let me go back to the house, so make sure I get everything done for in the morning.
Like it wasn't just like an extra hour.
And then it was only an extra hour. That's because I'm good at time management, but it was an extra hour. We supposed to leave at 10. We didn't end up leaving at 11, but because it stayed out until like 1 this morning, because somebody wanted to go get drinks after we left where we was at.
Well, I wanted another drink at the one spot that we was at. Well, after we left the spot and we went back to the other spot, but the sports bar, the service was like, it was too packed in there. Man.
Yeah, it was a lot of.
It was Cowboys Saints week, so
yeah,
it
was a lot, man. But yeah, that was it was a journey today. It was a good journey, good road trip, smooth sailing.
How you
Yeah,
feeling, brother? You got your energy up?
hey,
You ready to go?
I'm good. I mean, straight off the. One thing I will say, the only thing about today is I am proud of us because we came all the way to Jackson and did not forget one thing that we were supposed to
We did
record.
not.
We got all the material, all
Indeed.
the equipment.
I thought you forgot something.
I did. No.
No, you didn't. But I thought you did. I thought you forgot the boom stand.
Yeah, but no,
You came in here. You was like, bro, you been here for.
we came in here prepared. We
20
got
minutes,
everything that we needed to record.
You ain't
So-
set nothing up. It's like, I know where the boom stand at.
We got everything we needed to record so we can make sure that we did not miss an episode for y'all this week. We definitely want to keep putting that content out. Speaking of which,
Yes.
the other podcast that we follow a couple of podcasts, but one of our favorite ones, they still ain't brought a show, man. What's going on?
I don't want to speak on too much because I don't know exactly what's going on. I just know that was going through some things.
Okay, well, let me say this, brother. And I say this every episode, and I'm gonna say it again. I appreciate doing this podcast with you, man. It is definitely something I look forward to every week. But if we get to the point to where this is not fun anymore and we do not want to do it, promise me that we will let the people know when our last episode gonna be. Because
You all just disappear.
they just disappeared, and I'm like, I'm waiting on another episode, and it's not here.
Kind of like girlfriends. They had a season finale, no nothing.
nothing. You just where's Judy? Like we just disappeared, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It might be because CT's
On tour, but
so
yeah.
that may be some of the reasons.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that might be it.
I hope that's not the reason.
Yeah, but if we
everybody's sake.
if we ever just blow up and be like, I'm not fucking with you, I don't want to do this podcast. Just give me that one episode so we can tell the people, and then we can move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna have that awkward ass episode. What's up?
What's this?
All right, motherfuckers.
That gonna be 30 minutes.
Back for the last second. For the last time.
For the last time. Back at it for the last time. Yeah,
Here
man.
with this bitch. Duh, what's
That hoe gonna be
the
dry or something.
The worst. Nah, man. I don't think we could ever let it get to that point.
Nah,
I think it'll be more on the lines that we just tired of talking.
Recording, yeah, but man, for the foreseeable future, man, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we just continue this. At some point, we're gonna get video. At some point,
it's a work in progress.
yeah. But other than that, man, how was your week?
My week was pretty basic, man. Nothing really stood out. What happened last Friday? Did we do anything last Friday?
Nah, because you was just coming off the road.
Oh, we recorded last Friday.
Yeah.
That's why we had the little Friendsgiving almost. Like, and then we recorded.
Yeah.
And then that week, for the rest of the week, I think it was basically just working. Nothing spectacular, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Happened during the week. Sorry, listeners. My life was boring this week.
Sorry, I couldn't give y'all nothing this week.
How was your week though?
The week was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, my brother. I'm glad it was.
Yeah. Because we got content. Yeah, man, it was a little rough. Tuesday I had a work event that didn't go so well. And I was at first I was a little down about it, but at the end of the day, you can't go back and change anything. You can't cry over spilled milk. I would say for me, and we talked about this because we both dealt with mental health issues and been depressed at points in our lives. For me, I've just learned to take the punches as they come and not dwell on them. Not dwell on them long term, because I feel like it's unhealthy to deal with them in the moment, but I also feel like it's unhealthy to dwell on them over
extended period.
Extended period, more than a season. So I took that feat on Tuesday. I kind of focused on it Tuesday evening, a little bit on Wednesday, and then I was just like, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta move on. At the end of the day, Still gotta pay me next Friday. So
Yeah, we talked about it. I was just saying, like, maybe that's not what God wants for you.
Yeah, man.
Right now, at this
I do want to
moment.
say, brother, I appreciate the encouraging words. Even before it, like before and after, the event. I want to say that you definitely, reached out and said, good luck when it was coming up, and then when it didn't go so well, you said, hey, better luck next time. So, um, I appreciate that, man. I definitely was looking forward to this weekend. I'm glad we, was able to get on this road trip, and
Yeah. I finally
and
took some time off
yeah, yeah,
after talking so much shit about you.
yeah,
Taking your time out.
yeah,
I'm in the year losing over 100 something hours again.
yeah, man. So it definitely opened my eyes to because I feel like I put a lot of effort into the event that didn't go well,
Definitely.
and it opened my eyes to the fact that I need to get back to making sure that I take the time off, making sure that I'm good, for my like I'm not overworking myself, making sure that I'm taking because I think the last time crazy thing is, I'm a person that takes trips a lot. Like for me, vacations and getaways are a necessity, not just something that I like to do.
Yeah.
Because I can only completely disconnect when I get out of the city. And so this weekend trip right now, is the first trip I've been on, I think, since September. Which is a long time for me. Like that's a gap.
Okay.
It might have even been August. It might have been late August.
Is that New York? Or oh, never mind.
the
No,
last-
it was Nebraska.
Oh, well, I did go to Nebraska, but I don't really count Nebraska because it was only like I was literally only there for like a day.
Okay. Gotcha.
Even though that's kind of like this trip too, but this trip is gonna be a little different because I know a lot of people that are here. So it's not like like I was going to Nebraska to support my cousin, but I didn't know like a whole bunch of
Some
people in
people in
Nebraska.
town,
Like
so,
yeah,
yeah,
so
so
it was and it was of course it was amazing spending time with him. But as far as that trip versus this trip is definitely gonna be a turn up trip. You know what I'm saying? So,
Woo!
yeah,
Don't stress these old bones. God.
yeah. So, I say all of that to say that I definitely it put me back in the mindset of making sure that I am taking that time. But also making sure that I'm on my grind, back on my grind too. So I'm be doing a little bit of both. I'm gonna have spurts here and there where I'm working a shitload, but I'm also gonna get back to traveling the least, once every 2 months. So
Okay.
looking forward to that, man. Other than that, man, picked myself up for the week. Got ready to come out here, and life is good, man. We living. That's it. The holiday seasons are here. And I'm choosing instead of to focus on the ones that we don't have with us, I'm choosing to focus on the ones that we do, and making sure that we are getting that time in and spending some good quality time, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Definitely, man.
On a kind of a bad note, I guess. Current event. There was another school shooting.
Yeah.
I'll let you open that one up.
So it was a shooting out in I believe it's Akron, Ohio.
Okay.
Short version is from what I'm reading now is parents buy this teenager a gun for his birthday or like early Christmas present. and
Okay,
stuff
let's
like that.
stop right there. Parents about the teenager gun.
Yes.
Why would you ever? And here's the thing.
Well,
Here's the
living
thing.
that country life,
Well, here's the thing.
but he's not living the country life.
I agree with teaching, your kids or especially if you're a hunter or whatever, to shoot early. Yes. But as far as and maybe them even having a weapon that you like that is for them when you go to the range or hunting. But as far as I'm going to give you this weapon to have in your possession, that's idiotic to me. Like that's asinine.
Yeah. And I'm not even gonna say to their defense. Their defense was they bought the gun for him. but the gun stayed in their room, but it was unlocked and he could easily access it. So
Yeah.
it's essentially
Yeah, you and you
being reckless. With
yeah, you've got to when you can't be reckless with firearms.
You can't.
And like I said, when it comes to kids, I think even us as adults, like we get in the heat of the moment, and it crosses your head like I will pop the trunk of your bitch ass.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So just imagine.
So yeah, just imagine a kid getting heated, or a kid getting bullied or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right around time, puberty and stuff like that. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
so you
emotions.
you already having mixed emotions. You already have a lot of aggression. It's a lot of, especially if it's a young boy. It's a lot of testosterone going.
Yeah.
Like you want to fight everybody.
Yeah, in the snapper. I was thinking about that too as I was driving to your house this morning.
What?
About when I was younger, how I would just snap.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take much. It would just be like, but now it's
Yeah, I'm on your ass like split second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I actually said that I was having a conversation that I said that earlier this week. I was like, the younger me would have cussed you the fuck out. but the older me, I'm not getting my hands dirty unless the score is worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so continue with the story. So they bought him a firearm.
Firearm as a gift. They kept it in their room, unlocked. Kid goes in, gets the gun. Apparently he was bullied. He goes to school. He's drawing on his desk. He draws a shooter shooting somebody with a handgun.
Okay.
The teacher sends them to the office. Counselors and stuff try to call their parents. Parents answer. It's like, no, he's not gonna shoot anybody.
That's what they thought.
None of that stuff, exactly. Calls the father. Father, he does the same thing. Next thing they hear is a shooting at the school.
Okay.
So they call
Same day.
Same day.
Okay.
They call their son, trying to figure out,
Yeah.
or his mom texts him and she's like, "Don't do this."
After he done already shot shit up.
But like once it started,
Okay.
she texted him because I guess she figured, okay, it was him because the drawing and all that stuff. His dad goes home, checks the drawer, guns gone.
Gone.
So I forgot how many people died, but definitely a sad event.
First questions first.
Yes.
Of what hue?
Yes.
Was this assailant?
He was.
Yeah. Of the pink people.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of hue.
Let me tell you. It's the carelessness that I can't deal with, and I think in all regards, and I'm gonna touch on a couple of topics. I think in all regards, it's carelessness. And when you can talk about whatever race, you can talk about whatever generation, you can talk about whatever, but all parents, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be. You gotta watch the kind of stuff that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And that's in all regards. You gotta watch, the example that you set for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like right now I'm a person that has to set a good example for my nephews, and so they're going to try to mimic the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
And if I'm just reckless out here, or like even the way I drive, like I don't drive like I normally drive with them in the car.
I was about to say, what was it mean? Come on, bro. Trying to say you don't care about my life like that. I'm not your nephew.
No, you're not my nephew. But no. So I mean, it's just it's certain things that you have to set the example.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me say this before you go, because I know you said you was going to touch on a different couple of topics. The parents were being charged with manslaughter.
Negligence.
I forgot what the charge was. But
Yeah, it's probably negligence.
It's a manslaughter.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna get sentenced, or do you think they're gonna get the verdict is gonna be a guilty one?
In that case, I think so.
Okay.
I think the demographic of who was killed, it was wide enough. I'm not sure of the ethnicity of the victims, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it was enough.
School.
It was enough kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's crazy. So that brings us back to. So I think there was a topic that was maybe last school year or the year before. I started hearing about it a lot, where there was talk about teachers being able to carry on campus.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think as long as they have the training.
Well, here's the thing. So even then, do they shoot a kid? Because I think back then the talk was because it was a whole bunch of outside, active shooters. Like it was like, adults coming into the school and going crazy. So you have a kid that comes in and starts firing off. Do you shoot the kid?
I think you would have to, if you signed up for that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows if you carry a weapon, be prepared to use it.
Yeah.
If you have your finger, don't put your finger on the trigger unless you intend to use it. And you're basically taking an oath, I guess.
Yeah.
In that situation.
That's rough, man. I think that'd be rough.
Yeah, it definitely would.
Because it's like, and it goes. I mean, you still talk about it all the time. A lot of these things that happen that land people in fucked up situations is a moment of, it happened in the moment, and when you think back on it, you like, damn, they literally ruined the rest of their life over a moment.
Yeah,
but it's consequences to doing shit, and I don't know, man. I think that would just be a lot, like, to deal with on all ends, on all aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think with my mom being an educator, I would want, if somebody knew what they were doing, I would want them
to stop it. Yeah.
But at the same time, they gotta. Yeah, that's a catch-22 because you there to protect your kids, but you gotta somewhat harm a kid.
Yeah.
To protect everybody else.
Yeah. I think that's a crazy situation.
Situations I would never want to be in.
Definitely not. On the flip side, on the lighter note, who couldn't be stopped? The Cowboys last night versus. So let me tell you, the reason that we was out last night was Cowboys versus Saints, which is a real big game for this podcast because I am a diehard Cowboys fan, born and raised Dallas, Texas, hometown boy. Stars, Rangers, Cowboys, Mavericks. So we our home teams I'm going for, and X is a Fairweather Saints fan.
No, you shut your fucking mouth. Don't you do that? No. I'm a Titans fan, and I root for the Saints because I am from Louisiana.
You from Dallas, but it's okay.
Oh my god.
So
This
was a big game because
it wasn't a big game. Everybody was out.
No, it was a good game. I mean, it was a big game for us, like for our group of friends, because everybody that's around us is either Cowboys or Saints fans. So we went to a spot, and I'm gonna actually shout them out because I'm rooting for everybody black. 413 Sports Bar in Louisville. We was there last night.
It's right off of 121 and 35.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 21st century. Just Google Maps that hoe.
Well, I guess so.
413.
Yes, I could have just left it at that.
413 Sports Bar in Louisville. We was there last night to watch the game. We had a really good time, man. Even though it was, y'all was packed in that hole. I'm telling y'all, look.
It was
when our people find a spot, we find a spot, don't we?
Couldn't breathe in that bitch.
Couldn't breathe. I need some oxygen. Couldn't breathe in that motherfucker. But it was a good time, man. We it's all fun and games with the group of people that we go out with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Half of us are Cowboys fans and half of us are Saints fans, and we
keep it cordial.
Yeah, we do. Oh man, because they was
some toxic.
They was about to get in that whole fighting. And let me tell you, so we ran across a situation that we almost said fuck both of them teams, and it was getting ready to go real. Because one of the guys in there, and what killed me was the motherfucker was a fan of neither team. He was just there to watch the game, but then he got to talking shit like he was rooting for one of the teams, and I'm like, and so me, I had the vintage Cowboys jersey on, you know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for the team and whatnot, and he basically escalates to like talking shit, and I'm like, y'all, if
Bye
you
bye.
if you know me, I'm cool with everything until you get to that disrespect. And so once you start loud talking and standing up like you gonna make a move, I'm gonna get ready to make a move. And trust me, if we out, it's
It's something on you.
we out.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? so like just keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even that serious. My thing is don't take shit too seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't let the small shit get you fucked up.
Yeah, I don't think it ever should get to a point where a sports team upsets your week. Like your team loses, and
Yeah.
you're just down for the rest of the week and shit. Like, man, come on. Life means more than that. Unless you put your mortgage on it.
Yeah, because let me tell you, just know if you see us out and we enjoying ourselves, don't disturb this groove, because
Because this groove turn to rock and roll real quick.
you know what I'm saying. But no, it was a good time. We ended up going to happy hour before.
Yep.
Our homegirl Maya came out with us. We still trying to get on the show. She gonna be on the show soon.
Y'all say that. Y'all say that.
Yeah, but we went to happy hour before. We had a couple of drinks. We left there
You
and
got cut off.
we got cut. Man, we got cut off. First time that I think ever been cut off.
That's my first time being cut off too.
Yeah, and before y'all think that we just out here
We were
being
just throwing a bit.
being lush and shit.
Sloppy.
Yeah, no.
Can I get another one over?
It was the establishment that we went to. They have a drink minimum in an hour. I mean, drink maximum in an hour.
Yeah.
So you can't order past a certain amount of drinks. For us, it didn't even get us buzzed, but
Yeah.
it was what it was. Let me tell you what ex stupid ass did though. So
Hey, my man. Look.
nope. So we got cut off in an hour, and we were still trying to drink, and so we had to wait. And the manager was cool about it. He was like, "Yeah, I know y'all came in for happy hour, and since we had to put y'all on a wait and on the limit, I'll go ahead and take care of your next round. Your next round is on me, ex ass. So me and Maya, we like cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to order a good whiskey shot. Not the cheap shit, not Top Chef shit, but I'm gonna order a good shot. This motherfucker orders one of the $3.99 shots that's already on.
Hey, brother. Brother. I thought he was giving us happy hour shots.
I said, what? Now, why would you order that shit?
I thought he was giving us happy hour shots. I was like, okay, we got to pick out the happy hour list. But, now I just realized what everybody else was ordering. I was like, oh, can I get this? And they was like, nah, we ain't got it. And I was like, I didn't know what to order, so I just said, yeah, just give me the...
Yeah. But yeah, so we left there. We ended up hitting that spot. We left there. We went to 413 to watch the game with some of our friends and everything. That was good. And then we get to the point to where I told y'all we leave there. I'm supposed to go. I'm like, let's not go out after this, because
you could have went. I just say, hey, you tried to. You could have said nah. No. You could have said nah.
So X is like, nah, we going back to the spot that we was at before, and hit this, because they have a reverse happy hour from like 9 to 1 or 9 to 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went and hit
9
that.
12. Because they closed at 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we closed them out.
So yeah, we closed it out. And we are all all the way on the other side of the earth. So after that, I have to get back to an hour away.
Yeah.
So yeah, didn't end up getting home until like 1 this morning, and then it was time to get up there. And let me tell you, the only thing that saved me this morning, because I vaguely remember my alarm going off, and I vaguely remember telling Alexa, shut the fuck up. And the only thing that saved me maybe 50 minutes later was the fact that I had to pee. So that was the only thing I woke up for.
Because we would still be on the road right now.
We would be on the road right now. Yeah, man. So that was good. But on the road today, You had a situation.
Yeah, man.
What did you do on the road today?
So apparently, I thought I found my wife the other day.
Okay. Yeah, and if so, y'all follow the 2 Cent podcast on Instagram, because you will see some of the stupid shit. And when I tell y'all, if you ever want to know the authenticity of our friendship, follow the 2 Cent podcast on Instagram. When I tell y'all, I be trying to tell y'all that X, something wrong with this motherfucker.
Hey, man, I just want to be loved.
And the random shit that I receive, the random messages that I receive at times from him, be like, bro, what the fuck? He texted me the other day and was like, "Hey, bro, I think I found my wife," and I'm like, bro, the fuck? Like,
Yeah, the thing was, I was supposed to go out I was still trying to plan a date with somebody
You
else.
was.
And then I had already found my other wife. So I was like,
I was trying to plan a date. I was trying to plan a date with somebody else, and then I found my wife.
yeah.
Okay, so tell me how that went.
All right. Well, today I was like, yeah, let me send a message to this girl. So
Where did this girl come from?
let me tell you something, brother. Tell you how my mind works. Because everything is a message. So I had just got off work.
Okay.
And I took a nap.
Okay.
Woke up.
Okay.
Just waking up. Regular. Tap my phone. My phone's on Facebook.
Okay.
And it's on people you may know. So I was like, oh, she pretty. And stuff like that. So click on her profile. See some of our mutual friends. Like, okay.
Okay.
Stuff, see the stuff that she does, or certain organizations that she's in. I'm like, okay, we got that in common, okay.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then she has she actually has a YouTube channel too. So
Oh, okay.
I watch some of her videos and stuff like this, and she's got her head on straight.
Yeah.
In the church. She's actually celibate. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
maybe they can help me along the way with
your issue,
my journey and stuff like that. So I'm like, this is a sign, God, ain't it?
This is for me.
Yeah. Scroll down the page
Fix it,
and
Jesus.
stuff. You know, when it's somebody that you don't know, they kind of like condense everything.
Yeah.
So you might jump back a
Yeah.
year or two.
Yeah. If you're not friends, yeah.
Yeah. And it says something about her husband finding her. I'm like, okay, God is talking to me now.
That was your cue. That was you.
Man, stuff. So I sent a friend request. Oh, that was yesterday. I sent a friend request.
Okay.
Don't respond.
No response.
No
Okay.
response. And I'm looking up like, how you know if somebody declined your friend request on Facebook? It's like, oh, you go over here.
Did you
go
look
up
that
here.
shit? Wait.
I'm like, because this is my wife.
Wait, did you look that shit up though?
Yes. I Googled it. It's like, oh, you can look at your friend request. If it's over here, it'll say decline. It's like, okay, maybe she just didn't get to see it. I'm like, bro, I found my wife.
Okay.
Make a post and everything. I hope that you're the one. Hearing music in my head and shit.
You already see the wedding.
Yeah. You know, had kids and everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say that I didn't approach her. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't want any regrets.
Yeah.
So I say, all right, probably around noon. Send a message.
About noon 30?
Yeah. Let her know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you didn't see my friend request.
Yeah.
Because it got lost because there's a
Slide
whole
in
bunch
that
of dudes.
inbox.
Let me tell you what I feel about you. So I type out this long paragraph, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? I know this is random. But you were in my people you may know.
Yeah.
I saw
Let
mutual friends.
me explain.
I was like, oh, she's pretty. Let me look at her page and stuff. And I saw mutual friends and I looked at your videos and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to interrupt you.
This is red carpet. You red carpet right this
I don't want all this effort that I'm putting in this shit. So I'm like, I don't want to sway you from your journey and stuff, because you know all that stuff. And she said she hadn't been talking to guys since beginning of the year or something like that, or since May and stuff like that. And because she said she just felt the spirit told her
Okay.
that she needs to get rid of everybody prior.
Holy Spirit.
So I'm
activate.
like, oh, that because she told him clear out. That was God making room for me.
Oh, okay.
To step
That
in.
was that was your open door.
Nah. So I did all this. It's like, if you're interested, I would love to, share a meal in the conversation with you. No pressure. Just wanted you to know.
Yeah.
I would regret if I didn't tell you this.
Okay. And the response?
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting, matter of fact, that's after I woke up, I think, because I had went to sleep. Got a message, and I was like, oh, my wife done messaged me back. We're about to be together. It was my cousin. We're talking about my other post because your nephew called me bald this morning.
He did.
And asked me where my hair was.
My nephews are just like me. They honest.
So, okay. I go to sleep, wake up, boom, boom. And it's hurting. I'm like, okay. Heart pounding. It's like, all right, this is where it begins.
This is it.
I got to start planning and stuff like this.
I got to buy a ring.
Yeah. And stuff. I already said the other week I'm just going to start saving just in case.
That was fast.
Yeah, shit happens. So, just real short and sweet. Yeah. She's like, oh, thank you for the compliment. I'm not interested.
Not just like that.
Just like that. Cold drop. All right.
Delete.
All right. I just sent a thumbs up.
not the reaction.
All right. You got it. Didn't even change the color of the thumb.
Oh, man.
It's
Well, they say you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So
you can't airball what you don't shoot either.
That's true. So when it comes to that, do you regret it?
No, I don't. I think at an earlier time I would have.
And yeah, I was just about to say also because we've talked about I guess I'll say the fear of rejection maybe.
Yeah.
That we've dealt with in the past, and you speak specifically. You've spoken specifically on the show about how your love language is words of affirmation, but that also sometimes has a negative effect on you because if you don't hear the words that you want to hear or you don't get that affirmation, then sometimes it'll send you into a spiral or it'll send you into
looking for it somewhere down.
Yeah,
I don't need to be looking for it.
Yeah. So, do you regret shooting that shot?
No. And I'm gonna tell you this. I think the work that I've done over this past year kind of got me to that place where I don't have to seek joy.
Yeah, you don't have to go like pick me now.
Yeah, yeah. And if it's no, then it's no. It's like, all right, cool. I'm still fine as fuck. Fuck you. Ugly? Nah, she wasn't ugly at all. Yeah. But you just, it's like it's a jab to the ego. Because you were like, damn, I thought I could get anything. Yeah. But, bring you back to reality, keep you humble, and you just, gotta go with it.
Well, at the same time, my brother, sometimes when you get in that situation, it's not even about you. It's about them. Yeah. And it could be about her journey and what she's going through.
Definitely.
To where she's not even, because, and so myself in particular, right? That I have been in a mode to where I'm not really looking for a long-term relationship, only because I know that I'm still dealing with or I haven't dealt with things that may be preventing that opening or
emotional
that drop
that wall.
Yeah. And so that situation and in many other situations could have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be the fact that she's in a phase in life to where either she's working on herself or she's focused on her faith, focused on her career, focused on, just, and let me say this. I feel like we have to start being okay with being selfish. And
I know what you're saying.
We can't. Well, we can't always look at being selfish as a negative thing, because you need to be able to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need
like
to
self care.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need to make sure that Cat Williams said it. You need to make sure that you're in tune with your star player.
Your star
like
player, yeah.
because what happens so many times is that you end up being the reservoir that everybody else pulls from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you start giving so much and so much and so much of yourself, and
Nothing's
it's
getting poured back in.
yeah,
into
nothing's
you.
getting poured back in, and you wake up one day and you're like, damn, like
Yeah.
I done so much for other people, and I'm now in a place to where
I don't have enough to give to myself.
nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm in a place of depression, or I'm in a place of just feeling down on myself and feeling low because nobody's replenishing my supply.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think we gotta definitely start, make sure we taking care of ourselves. But back to your story, I wouldn't look at that as something that you should be, even worried about, because
Yeah.
that most likely didn't have anything to do with you. And that's the fear of rejection, or even the fear of success.
Yeah.
You have to understand that it's two people playing this game, and sometimes, like I said, that shit don't got shit to do with you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about where that other person is in their life, what they're looking for, what they're
Yeah.
trying to do at the current moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know none of that. So, you never just want to look at that as, oh, well, shit, I must not be attractive, or I must not be established, or I must not be this.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that you get down on yourself. Like, that could be a whole different story of what they got going on in their life.
That is definitely a way to look at it as well. But yeah, all I know is I'm fine. So
You stupid. Speaking of taking care of yourself, we so after we got done at the location last night, and we went to the last one to catch Reverse Happy Hour. One of the friends of the podcast hit us with a topic of how much is too much in the workplace, and that ties into taking care of yourself, because sometimes we let the workplace get a little bit too much of us.
yeah, definitely.
Just like you end up giving yourself you end up giving too much of yourself to other people. Shit, sometimes you end up giving too much of yourself to that workplace, and at the end of the day, we kick the can today, they gonna post that shit on Monday.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
indeed.
in the workplace, man, how much is too much? Like
I said earlier, I quit my job last year.
Yeah.
Right at New Year's Eve. Just because I hadn't taken care of myself. I wasn't taking my vacation. I was working long hours, going through lunch, all in the hopes of just being that better employee.
Yeah.
Possibly getting a pay raise or promotion. And sometimes you just kind of just lose yourself into the position and stuff. And you want to stand out. And then sometimes you got other people that are on your team and they need to go here or go there. So you want to step up and help them out. Now you don't want to leave people hanging because you decided to go take your vacation and stuff like that. And you kind of just lose yourself.
And that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The fact that I realized that I had to get back to the point of making sure I took that time for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you get to the point to where you just, well, first of all, like I said, if you decide, if you decide, because who just gonna decide to kick the can? But if you kick the can today, they gonna post that shit on Monday.
Yeah.
They might sign a couple of cards for your ass and maybe send some flowers to your family, but that job gonna be posted on Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you definitely have to take that time. Like, and you tell me all the time, but in reverse, you know, you ending 2021 with all these overtime hours that you about to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, not overtime, all these PTO
PTOs.
hours that you about to lose. So yeah, like all the listeners out there, if you know you got time, especially if you gonna lose it, take that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Like schedule that shit. You know what I'm saying? But dealing with supervisors,
It can be rough.
how much is too much? Like, because and this came up because you know, the friend we was out with yesterday, she said she was dealing with a supervisor and they were like borderline racist, like they would make borderline racist comments.
Yeah, just very racially insensitive.
Yeah. And so how much is too much to where, because we talked about way early in the podcast, we talked about code switching and we talk about, you know, how you kind of got to play the game in the workplace, but what's the difference in playing the game and being disrespected?
I think it really is. I think everybody just has that breaking point because you can only fake it for so long until the real comes out.
Yeah.
Because I know if somebody makes a racist joke, you might be like, all right, cool out.
Yeah.
Cool out. And then if they keep on doing it, then it's like, all right, now you.
But see, when it's your supervisor, what do you like? How do you see? Well,
you gotta.
And in corporate America, like I don't know, right? Because I'm not necessarily in corporate America. Like I work a blue collar job, so you know, anytime you get to a supervisor, unless it's the head, you know, the main person, you can keep going above somebody's head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But in corporate America, it kind of be a little different. You know what I'm saying? You get to the point to where that immediate supervisor can be like, "You fired." You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess the only route you can really go is through HR.
HR,
Yeah, but you know, that's a whole process.
But what becomes worth it? Like, when do you get to a point to where you like, all right, you did too fucking much. Like, I'm about to report your ass. You know what I'm saying?
I say that point that you get right before you feel like slapping somebody.
Like I'm about to slap the fuck out your ass.
Right before you get to that point.
Yeah.
Before you even think about doing it. It's like a catch-22 because you be like, damn, I need my job.
Yeah.
Got paid, all this stuff, got these responsibilities and stuff, things that I like to do. But I'm, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I want to keep it real. And you just gotta tiptoe that line. So I mean, I'd probably say give him a 3 straight rule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First time, you know, I warn you about it. Second time, I may talk to somebody else. I may talk to a supervisor, another supervisor, or HR, and then after that, then I just gotta let you know what's up.
Yeah.
Because you trying to play with me.
And so, you know, with that being said, even that goes along with like waiting on promotions. Like I feel, well, you know, so we talked about this a couple of episodes back about how our generation, like, we'll just up and fucking leave. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, I will fucking leave this place. Like, don't play with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What you talking?
Yeah. So I guess more so of a word of advice, maybe. Keep a active resume on deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, keep your updated resume. Keep your options open, because at the end of the day, that you remain loyal to a place that don't remain loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if God said it was over today, and today is Friday, your position will be on Monday. They gonna post that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I just say, you know, keep your options open. Like that liquor is flowing. We live in a generation to where we have so many options. You know what I'm saying?
It's so easy too and stuff. And it definitely, I don't know how easy it was to find out what the marketplace is for your position and find out what's your true worth. Yeah, I know. In my field, I get recruiting calls all the time, and they
Yeah.
asking me what my salary is. And I'm like, oh no, you're way underpaid.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh really? All right, let me see what's out there and stuff, and if it's worth that move. But if they ain't your current company ain't moving you nowhere, you got to be like, hey, what's up? Or
Yeah.
I gotta bust a move, man. 'Cause
Yeah. And you know, we me and you personally, we talked about that shit. How so you've been talking about a promotion for a while now. And you was just like, you know, if that shit don't come around here shortly, about to shoot the deuce on y'all ass.
Yeah.
What's the time period? What do you feel a time period on is it? What do you feel a time period is on like? Alright, either y'all give it the program, pay me what I'm worth, or I'm gonna have to move around.
I think it varies from situation to situation. Because the company I've been with now, I've been with them for probably about 4 or 5 years now. Can't remember. But I think it has to. You have to make your superiors. What's the word I'm looking for? Aware. You have to make them aware that you want to. That you want to progress somewhere, and ask them to put you on a certain
Trajectory.
Thank you, brother, because
I got you.
Trajectory. And then after you made it aware to them, if they not talking about doing nothing, then you gotta, kind of bump them a little bit more. And then other than that, if they ain't talking about it, I would say probably in a year's time, because that's normally where promotions and stuff and your reviews.
That new fiscal year.
Yeah. After that, I would say start looking.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in a stuck in nowhere job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. And that's for everybody out there. Like you will always, at the end of the day, especially in the I guess at the age that we are, at the end of the day, and I told one of my supervisors this, I was working before I got here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna work after. if I just so happen to leave this motherfucker, I'm gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So it's many ways to make money. Don't get settled and situated in, and always be willing to grow. Like don't get too content to where you like. And I had to tell myself that. Like I had, especially recently. It is because you start feeling like, hey, I make a little bit. I make decent money. This it. This is where I'm gonna be. And it's like, nah. It's so many avenues out here to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
want some more for yourself.
Yeah, just keep it open. But
that's
man,
why I love having people around that want more for themselves.
Yeah.
So I can't stand people that
complacent.
Yeah, I don't even want to say I can't stand them, but I can't stand it for them.
Yeah.
But like you can do a whole lot more.
Yeah, your potential is there. And not even your potential, like the potential period, like is out there. You can always do more. Yeah. So for sure. But man, other than that, I'm ready for the game tomorrow, man. We hitting the SWAC championship tomorrow. My particular university is in it. So we are here. We got a lot of people that we about to meet up with. And it's gonna be here, and we just gonna have a merry good time, man. I am looking forward to this game tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to this food.
We about to tailgate. Man,
all around the place.
Y'all, if y'all have not been to a big HBCU game, when you step on a HBCU campus for a big event, that there's going to be tailgating, it's like family.
Yeah,
it's like a sea of, and it don't matter what organization you with, what school you went to. Like what Issa said, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Yeah,
everybody when you come to one of these joints, like everybody's family. You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna be such a good time of food and drink, laughter, music.
Yeah.
Just everything. Like I'm happy to be out of the city and traveling, for this occasion, to kick it with the folks. Like as soon as we get done recording tonight, we about to hit the town.
I don't know what you said. I'm rolling with you, brother. I'm a class of 11 over here this weekend.
Class.
Both schools.
You gonna claim both?
Both schools, because I got a T-shirt cover for both. So,
Well, there you go.
well, all right. Well,
One of them is on delay, so we go.
all right. Got some gold in here. I'll make it work.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to one of the big D9 organizations got a Founders Day this weekend. Shout out to Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay.
December 4th is Founders Day, so shout out to the Alphas. You, my brother, birthday is in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Matter of
man.
fact, by the time this show,
By the time it airs, I have one day.
you have one day.
Yeah.
It'll be Monday. Your birthday is Monday.
Monday, yeah, man.
Everybody, man, in the comments, shout out to my brother, man. Wish him a
Appreciate
happy
that, man.
birthday. Please wish him a happy birthday.
Appreciate
Happy
it.
birthday, man.
Thank you, man.
Man, I've known you now 7 years, 8 years, 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, and man, your progression, bro. It has been phenomenal. You've dealt with a lot of things. You've been dealt a lot of cards, and every single time you play them well, man. You come out on top. You deal with what you got going on, and you try to better yourself, man. So I want to say, happy birthday, my brother. I want to say I'm proud of you. I want to say I love you. We gonna turn up for this birthday. I know birthdays, when they come around, you're not big on birthdays, and sometimes you might get into a little funk. We not having it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
33.
33, man.
We about to have a good one. We about to turn up. We about to celebrate you, my brother. It's about you these next couple of weeks, and we gonna do it big, man.
I appreciate that, my brother. It really does mean a lot. So this is 33. This is my Pippin year.
Yeah.
So I'm always big on the themes and stuff. So this year, since it's my Pippin year, I'm taking a back seat.
Okay.
I think I've been trying to be Jordan for too long.
Okay.
So now I'm just gonna let the GOAT do
Explain.
his work.
So you mean in life?
Yeah, let the GOAT do his work, and then whatever I need to do, everything he's telling me I need to do. Like, all right, let's get this championship.
So you gonna let God lead, and you just gonna play your role.
Yeah, play my role in it and stuff. And then it's the BBED.
That's the motto we live by. That's the new motto. X came up with that motto. BBED, man, that stands for whatever the two B's you want, and the last ED stands for every day. So you can build better every day. You can be better every day. You be bold every day. Whatever you want, whatever them two B's that you want to stand for, man. That's the motto that we gonna live by, and every day we gonna keep moving forward. We gonna keep striving, man. Top 3. We got a top 3 for the week.
Damn, that ice sitting in my chest.
We got a top 3 for the week, man.
Yeah, we do.
Our top 3 this week is top 3 homecomings, and when we say homecomings, this is either you've been to or you heard about it and you want to go to it. I'm gonna let you start off top 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna do ones that I haven't gone to, but I want to.
Okay.
No particular order. HU and HU.
Hampton,
Howard and
Hampton. Oh yeah, Hampton and Howard. Okay.
And FAMU.
FAMU. Okay.
Yeah, those would be the 3 that I want to see. Yeah.
Okay. Top 3. One I've obviously been to, and you've been to. You've gone with us a couple of times to this one. It is my alma mater, man. I'm going to say that and I've been to a few homecomings. I've been to a lot, and hands down, one of the best homecomings, and I'm always going to say is the Prairie View A&M University.
Yeah, where they produce
Productive Panthers.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, when I was there, it was PV produces Productive People, but they changed it to Panthers.
Okay.
I'm cool with either one. If you have not been to my homecoming, come to my homecoming. Don't come with me. Yeah. Don't come with me because you're gonna be mad.
You will. I'm hot.
Because I'm gonna be everywhere.
Just make sure you keep the keys.
But say hey to me if you come. So yeah, that's my top. Of course, that's my top one. But the other two that's on my list, I have not been to, but I always hear about them. One of them was on your list. I do want to go to Howard for their homecoming because I always hear that Howard homecoming is lit. And it's just a very historical school.
Yeah.
It's the Mecca up there in the northeast in DC. So I really want to visit one of their homecomings, and then I want to visit a homecoming that they've coined the term of greatest homecoming on earth.
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that because I feel like I've been to the greatest homecoming on earth, but I do like to see, and I want to see if it's all the hype is real. So I want to go to North Carolina A&T University.
Okay.
North Carolina A&T State University.
Okay.
Yeah, I do want to go there to see their homecoming. I'm probably going to do that this next upcoming homecoming season. So yeah, if y'all want to hit any of them homecomings, hey, we probably going to be there next year.
I think
holla at
my
us.
cousins. Yeah, I got my twin cousins. They out there at A&T. So yeah, and my sister's out there in North Carolina. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we gonna turn up for that. But yeah, man. As always, this is episode 23, man.
Yeah. Man.
I've enjoyed it, man. It's
was
been a good
good.
one. This is
Very-
on the road for us.
Yeah, it was a very talkative.
Hey, we just been
So,
going.
yeah.
We straight off the road, and we just
I
been
looked at
going.
him, said 51 minutes. Like, damn, we going that long? All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Hey, as always, I appreciate doing this with you, my brother. That liquor is flowing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're not
this
driving tonight, y'all.
nah, not at all. This is episode
Chauffeur.
23. Y'all know what it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Fuck you.
But at the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it, man. We look forward to hearing y'all next week for
Yeah.
episode number 24. Holla at you.
All right.